Big news. Let me see if this is stuff that we're gonna have to take and I'm gonna need. Hey, PLD and Luke, please send this to Jonathan afterwards because this is huge. This is a big story, guys. This is what this probably we might even change Steph. We might even change the name of the episode because the story is that big. And I'm gonna take a
Oh.
break for a second. And I know Steph, how much time do you have?
I'm flexible.
Okay. Let's see. Where is it? That's not it. This is worth it. It's a really massive story because I don't know if it's going to happen, but if it does, the industry is going to change dramatically. That's a lot of hype, I know, but it's worth it. Here it is. The Wall Street Journal says Paramount Skydance, as we were just talking about, prepares Ellison-backed bid to buy Warner Brothers. The majority of the planned bid. There we go. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I missed it. Sorry. Let's do it again. So Paramount Skydance is preparing a majority cash bid for Warner Brothers Discovery that is backed by the Ellison family, according to people familiar with the situation. The bid will be for the entire company, including its cable networks and the movie studio, the people said. Warner said late last year it planned to restructure into two operating divisions. One focused, damn you, stupid ass Wall Street
Oh.
Journal. I hate when they do that. No one cares about subscribing. You can find the story somewhere else. Damn it. See, I was going to give you guys props. But now I'm going to read it from somebody else. Turds. Turds, I say. Turds. Damn it. All right. Let's read it from somebody else. Come on, man. Let's go to Variety. Eventually we'll get there. Come on, Variety. What you guys are letting me down here. Okay. Warner Brothers Discovery shakes spike on report. David Ellis's Paramount Skydance. There we go. Shares of Warner Brothers spiked 20% Thursday on a report by the Wall Street Journal that Paramount is prepping a takeover bid of the WBD in its entirety. According to the Journal report, Paramount will bid for Warner Brothers Discovery despite the plans to split into two separate companies next year. The article said the bid would be majority cash, but did not specify a price. Reps for Paramount and Discovery did not immediately respond to the request for comment. Okay, so that's really the majority of what people are saying right now. Steph, how big of a story is this, and do you think this is going to happen?
It's massive. I feel like it will happen with the right price, but I kind of hope that it doesn't happen. I feel like I like more networks and more companies having, I don't like the monopolization of every single
Yeah.
streaming network. I'm like, it kind of makes me a little bit nervous, especially I feel like there's so many moving parts of it and people who are like kind of enacting their will on entertainment in a way that it doesn't feel very cool to me, but it probably will happen with the right money. What are your thoughts?
I've been getting a lot of comments lately. I've been taking care of myself, and people keep asking me, like, what's your secret? What have you been doing? And I said, yes, look, working out, doing some stuff, exercise, it helps tremendously, but it's really all about diet. It's about what you're putting in your body. And I'm telling you, man, Factor has been crucial to that journey. So, Factor, you get so many different meals and so many different options, 65 weekly meals made for how I live, how I eat. I got so many more ways now to fit in a real meal whenever the day takes me. And it gets tricky for me, especially during the screenings and everything too. I need something, and I got it through Factor. So the way it works, you choose from a wider selection of weekly meal options. It can be seafood choices. I love seafood. I love salmon. I love shrimp. No extra cost. You can support your wellness goals. You savor your global flavors. For the first time, try Asian-inspired meals with bold flavors influenced by China, Thailand, and some more. For more choices to better nutrition, that is why 97% of customers say the Factor helped them live a healthier life. Put me in that 97%. Feel the difference, no matter your routine. I've been checking it out. You should be checking it out. Go and use it. Eat smart at factormeals.com/Christian50off and use that code Christian50off. You get 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for 1 year. That is the code Christian50off at factormeals.com for 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for 1 year. That's the deal. Get delicious, ready to eat meals delivered with Factor. Offer is only valid for new Factor customers with code and qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase. My thoughts are, well, I agree with you with the monopoly. There's one part of like, you looked at what Disney did with Fox. Disney bought over Fox.
Right.
Everybody bitched and moaned about it, but it's kind of nice to have it all in one place. At one point with all that stuff. Yes, I mean, this is where what Jeff Snyder always says, why do we care about budgets? How does it affect you? That I don't agree with. But the notion of, hey, wait a minute, if it's all under one banner, isn't that easier for everybody else? It's like, kinda. Yeah, the fact that what do I care if it's like, okay, good, the monopoly. Okay, people are gonna make money anyway. Let them make money. I don't give a shit as long as I get to see everything in one spot. Now, what does that mean in general for jobs and other? That's where people are going to say, well, yeah, but tons of people are going to lose their jobs and whatever. And that's very true, and that's unfortunate. And that's part of the business of things that happen. Maybe some people will be taken over, maybe others won't. Maybe certain people will keep their jobs, others will lose them. That's the unfortunate part about it. I agree. But as far as the consumer goes, right? I think it's kind of refreshing in the fact I won't have to just have, okay, I have Paramount Plus and I have Warner, I have HBO Max, and then I have this, and then I have that. Like Disney, all this stuff, it's on Hulu now or it's on Disney Plus. So it's one spot. I got rid of Hulu. It's Disney Plus, one spot. Paramount's gonna be one place. It'll be Paramount. All HBO Max, everything, it all goes in one spot. You probably go up a little bit more in the price point, but it's one spot now. All the different things that you're going to get, the different franchises, DC, like everything else. I mean, I think at this point, if you're James Gunn, you're probably going like this because of Superman did well and their plans are still going forward. And it's probably one of the attractive things that they wanted to buy in the studio, and probably a reason why they can up their price a little bit more, because if Superman would have bombed, they could have asked for less because DC wouldn't have been as, as juicy of a prize. And now it's a juicy prize again. So I think this is something, and it also puts in competition against Disney. We always talk about how Disney has all the IP, and now it's really what it's Universal versus Paramount versus Disney, and you really only have to, and then you have the little studios and everything too. But the big wigs, that's really what it is. Is it unfortunate in the old school in the way that it used to be? Sure, but I don't know. Maybe it's a necessary evil. I don't know.
I used to be on the camp that you're on where I'm like, "Oh, I like now look, Disney has Hulu and it's all in one place," but I honestly watch Disney and Hulu less now. And
Okay.
and that sucks 'cause I love FX and I loved all the Hulu
Oh,
shows, but I find myself not clicking to Disney and then by way of that, not having access to Hulu as readily.
interesting.
I feel like it's a good thing for Paramount, as I feel like they're kind of the runts in the bigger
Okay.
streaming
Yeah.
sites.
Yeah.
They have Mission Impossible, and they had, I
Right.
think, like, the 1917,
Yeah. They don't have a lot of IP though. You're right.
1885 series, and,
Yeah.
but they don't have a lot of IP, so I feel like it's really good for them because HBO will always have respect because
Yeah.
they've had so many legendary shows.
Yeah.
So I feel like it only helps them. But yeah, I'm worried that I kind of like, I don't know, it's like I like being able to be like, oh, I'll go to Netflix. Oh, I'll go to, like, I know there was a moment where I was like, there's too many, but now I'm like, uh-oh, like I kind of like the freedom of having
That's
more to
fair.
look at. And then when you have so many things on one,
Yeah.
then they get lost. And then
Yeah.
it's like I feel
I-
like they wouldn't get as promoted
yeah.
because
Maybe.
there's only on one.
Maybe. But I'll tell you what, the selfishness on the DC side of it, the chances of Brendan Sklar getting cast as Batman will skyrocket because of the relationship he has with Paramount Plus, Paramount in general with Taylor Sheridan. The relationship he already is forming with Warner Brothers. So I think that is going to happen. I do. I think it's
That
gonna
is
happen.
like the smallest fish
Smaller,
to fry.
smaller. Has nothing to do with this whatsoever, but it's the selfish part of it. What do you think about this? You think this is a good spot for the industry or a terrible spot? I'm sure most people are gonna say terrible. Put your thoughts in there. Let me know.